So children, let's start with a new chapter in maths today, that is simple linear equations. That is chapter number 22 of the Selena book. Now the basic concept is, children, a mathematical statement which shows that two algebraic expressions are equal forms what is known as an equation. For example, if the expression x minus 3 and 7 minus x are equal, how will you write them? You are going to write it in this way, children. X minus 3 then is equals to sign 7 minus x. Similarly, if the statement is written as 7 subtracted from a number x equals to 4, that means from the number x, if you subtract 7, the answer will be equals to 4. So this is when we are going to solve this, children. That is what is known as the simple linear equation, right? An equation is said to be a linear equation if it contains only one variable with the highest power, that is 1. That means only a single variable should be used in a algebraic expression. Then that kind of an expression is known as a simple linear equation. Now let's see how to solve a linear equation, children. To solve a linear equation, suppose it is x plus 5 is equals to 7. That means, how are you going to do it, children? Now I'm going to show you the way to do it. Now children, while solving it, there are two methods that I'm going to show you and I'm going to explain it to you. In one method, children, whatever is the number that is written with the variable, we try to write the same number but with the opposite sign. And then whatever you do on one side of is equals to should also be done on the other side of is equals to. Right? So that is how we solve it. That is, the same thing that is done with the variable should be done on the other side also. Only the thing is you change the sign. Now see the first rule which is written over here, children. The given equation will not change if the same quantity is added on both the sides. That means of is equals to, if you add the same quantity on both the sides, the equation will not change. See, a plus 7 this side and a plus 7 this side. Similarly, the second rule says, children, if the given equation does not change if the same quantity is being subtracted from both the sides. Like our algebraic expression was x plus 5 is equals to 2. Now if you subtract a minus 7 from both the sides, children, then the equation will not get affected. This given the third rule is the given equation will not change if each of its term is being multiplied by the same quantity. Now the equation was 5x is equals to 2. On both the side, if we are going to multiply a 3, there will be no difference on the given equation. Similarly, the last rule says, children, if we are going to divide on both the sides with the same term, that is a non-zero quantity, again the given equation will not change. Now with this we are going to start with the exercise, and as I am going to do the exercise, I am going to explain you how to do the questions related to simple equations. Now let's begin with exercise 22a, children, where the questions are given as solve. And see, these are the simple questions that are given that have to be solved, right? So let's see how to do these questions. Let's start with question number 1, the very first part. X plus 2 is equals to 6. Now because there is a plus 2 this side, I am going to take a minus 2 this side, and I am going to write the same minus 2 on the other side also. And now this plus 2 and minus 2 will get cancelled with each other. So we are left with x only this side, and 6 minus 2, because this is a plus and this is a minus, so 6 minus 2 is 4. Now one more method of doing the same question by transposition. Now what is transposition means, children? When we change the position of a variable and we take it from one side of is equals to the other side, then what happens? Always remember, children, when a plus variable is taken on the other side of is equals to, it goes as the minus variable. Whereas a minus variable will go on the other side as a plus variable. right? A multiplication changes to division and a division changes into multiplication. So these are certain rules of transpositioning the numbers. So taking that, children, a plus 2 when goes on the other side will go as minus 2. So x is equals to 4. Now this is the other two methods, children. Whichever you find is easy, you try to do the questions by that method. Of question 1, I have taken the fourth sub part. X plus 4 is equals to minus 3, children. Now because there is a plus 4, I have taken a minus 4 this side, I have taken a minus 4 this side. Same number and the same integer will be taken on both the sides. That means with the same sign. Now again a plus 4 and a minus 4 will cancel each other. So x is equals to minus is plus sign of the bigger value. So a minus 7. This is with the transposition. So x plus 4 is equals to minus 3. X is equals to minus 4 taken on the other side goes as plus 4 taken on the other side goes as minus 4. So minus is again a minus 7. See the seventh one now, children. P plus 4.6 is equals to 8.5. Now because there is a plus 4.6, so I have to add a minus 4.6 on both the sides so that they can get cancelled easily. And now a plus and a minus is subtraction, so this is a plus 3.9. Another way by transposition, P plus 4.6 is equals to 8.5. So P is equals to this plus 4.6 goes on the other side as minus 4.6, and then the answer is 3.9. Now the ninth question has also been done by both the methods, children. You can have a look at it. I am explaining you this one now. A plus 8.9 is equals to minus 12.6. Now this plus 8.9, when it will be taken on the other side, it will go as minus 8.9. Minus is plus, sign of the bigger value, so minus 21.5. Let's see the 13th question, children, where there are mixed fractions. X plus 2 is equals to 1 whole 1 upon 4. Now the first step is to change from this improper fraction, from this mixed fraction to the improper. So 4 ones are 4 plus 1, 5 upon 4. Now this plus 2 will go on the other side as minus 2, children. Now this is a fraction and this is just a whole number. So you can make it as a fraction by putting it over 1. Now the moment I put it over 1, children, what will happen? You're going to take the LCM of both the things, which is 4. Now 4 cuts 4 how many times? 1. 5 ones are 5. Minus 1 cuts 4 how many times? 4 times. So now this is 2 into 4. Now children, this will be 5 and this will be minus 8 upon 4. So you subtract it because plus minus is again minus. So minus 3 upon 4. Similarly, let's see the 15th part of it. A plus 3 whole 1 upon 5 is equals to 1 whole 1 upon 2. Now the first thing is changing the mixed fractions into improper fraction. So this is 5 3s are 15 plus 1 16 upon 5 is equals to 2 1s are 2 plus 1 3 upon 2. Now this plus 16 upon 5 has to be taken on the other side of is equals to. So this plus will now become a minus 16 upon 5. Now again, what you will do, you will have to take the LCM of 2 and 5, which is 10. 2 goes in 10 how many times, children? 5 times. 5 into the numerator, that is 3. Now I've put it inside a bracket so that you don't get confused with this minus sign. Now the minus sign here, 5 will divide 10 how many times? 2 times. So 2 into 16. Again put it inside a bracket. 15 minus 32 upon 10. Now do the subtraction, children, because plus minus is again the subtraction is to be done. So minus 17 upon 10. Right? Minus 17 upon 10. Now either you can change them into decimal and write, which will be minus 1.7, or you change it into the mixed fraction and write. But you will not leave your answer like this, which is an improper fraction. We never leave our answers in the form of improper fraction. Coming to question number 2, children, which is again a similar kind of questions. M minus 2 is equals to minus 5. Now this minus 2 when goes on the other side, it goes as plus 2. So minus 5 plus 2 will give you minus 3. Then I have taken the fourth sub part. a minus 2.5 is equals to minus 4. Now a minus will go on the other side as plus 2.5. Plus minus is minus, sign of the bigger value, that is 1.5. And when you're doing the subtraction, children, make sure that you do it like this, that is 4.0. From this you have to subtract a 2.5. Now when you're subtracting, children, this will become 5 over here when it takes a carry, and then this is 3. So 3 minus 2 will give you a 1. So that is how I've got a 1.5. Then coming to the sixth subpart. Z minus 2 whole 1 upon 3 is equals to minus 6. Now first thing is changing into the improper. 3 2s are 6 plus 1, 7 upon 3. Z minus 7 upon 3 is equals to minus 6. Now this minus 7 upon 3 when taken on the other side will go as plus 7 upon 3. So Z is equals to minus 6 plus 7 upon 3. Now once again we have a fraction over here and we just have a whole number over here. So what you will do, you write it upon 1. Now once you write it upon 1, both of them are the fractions, and this way is the value will not change. Now 3 and 1, the LCM will remain 3, children. 1 goes in 3 how many times? 3 times. So minus 6 into 3. Put it inside a bracket. This plus sign. 3 goes in 3 how many times? 1 time. So 7 into 1. In the next step, multiply it. So 6 3s are gives you a minus 18 over here. Plus 7 1s is 7. Plus minus is again minus, sign of the bigger value. So minus 11 upon 3. Now once again it is an improper fraction, so you will have to change it into the either the mixed fraction or into a decimal. But remember, with the answer this minus sign should be written. So it is minus 3 whole 2 upon 3. Coming to the 8th subpart, x minus 1 upon 5 is equals to minus 4.9. So how will you do, children? You will take minus 1.5 on the other side. This minus will become now a plus. Again plus minus is minus. So you do the subtraction. Sign of the bigger value, so minus. The last one is n minus 4 is equals to 4 whole 1 upon 5 with a minus sign. Now what you will do, children? First thing is you have to change it into the improper fraction. So this is 5 4s are 20 plus 1, 21 upon 5 with the minus sign. Now this minus 4 will come on the other side as a plus 4. So minus 21 upon 5 plus 4. And now when you are going to take, I have not done it complete over here, children, because now I feel you can understand the step very well. So you have to take the LCM and then you have to do the subtraction whatever is required. So the final answer will come as minus 1 upon 5. So that's it for today's video, children. I hope I made myself very clear to you and you have understood each and every point that I have explained to you in today's video. If you have really understood, you know what is to be done. Please do like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the bell icon, because after that you will be notified with every new video that I'm going to upload. See you very soon with rest of the videos upcoming soon. Till then, take care. Bye bye.